Hello! So, I'll be making this video on how to answer some of the entrance exam questions kasi it's time of the season na. Yon! So, sa entrance exam, hindi mo kasi marireview lahat. As in, hindi mo siya marireview lahat. Ang pwede mong gawin is that, pwede mo namang tignan yung choices. Kung ano yung pwede mong eliminate, di ba yun yung lagi kong sinasabi sa mga students ko, na if ang exam ay, or quiz ay multiple choice question, yung apat na choices dyan ay lahat plausible. Ibig sabihin, possible answer siya. Pero, di ba, kaya nga ang instruction lagi is always to choose the best answer. So, meron laging best answer sa question na yan. Anong gagawin? So, kailangan you have to read and understand each question. Kasi, minsan, yung mga answer ay nasa questions na siya. So, iintindihin mo lang siya. And then, pag naintindihan mo na yung question, go over the choices. So, titignan mo sa choices, ano kaya yung dalawa? Pangit ng daliri ko, sorry. Dalawang hindi plausible na maging sagot for that answer. Bakit dalawa ang pwede mong eliminate? Kasi 'di ba, if you have two eliminated answer, it will lead you to 50% chance of getting the right answer. Diba? That's 4 choices. As you can see here, it's 4 choices. So, if you remove 1 and 2 there, so meron ka ng pagpipilian C and D. Pero make sure that if you remove an answer from that multiple choice question, make sure na talagang hindi siya implausible. Baka kasi ang kakaalis mo ng dalawa, naalis mo yung tamang sagot. Okay? So, you internalize properly ano ba yung question, ano ba yung nahanap sa question, then go over the choices. Then, right after that, eliminate 2 na pwede mo na alisin. Okay? Sige, let's try this question. This is 176 of the OPCAT Reviewer 2022. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. If a baseball player hits a ball with a bat, and the action is said to be the impact of the bat against the ball, ano daw yung opposite reaction? Maganda rin na nag-underline ka. Tanungin mo rin sa mga proctor kung pwedeng sulatan yung questionnaire. Kasi doon pa lang, sa kaka-underline mo ngayon, nahanap mo yung mga key terms, yung mga important phrases or words sa question that will lead you to the right answer. So here, this is a simple physics question. Sabi nga, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So the question is an application of Newton's law of motion. So yung baseball player daw, na hit niya yung ball sa bat. So yung action doon, yung impact ng bat against the ball. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng action. Ano daw yung opposite reaction? So, let's read the choices. A, the grip of the player's hand on the bat. B, the air resistance on the ball. C, the force of the ball against the bat. Or D, the muscular effort in the player's arm. One tip is that if may synonymous sa choices, hindi sila yung sagot, no? Kasi 'di ba, isa nga lang yung best answer diyan. Bakit may synonymous or magkapareho sila ng thought? So, for this context, we can eliminate A and D because it talks about yung muscular effort sa player's arm, yung grip ng player sa hand on the bat. Parang sinasabi lang niya na there is a force coming from our muscles. Okay. So, meron ka na ng B and C. Ano kaya yung opposite reaction dyan? Sige, let's check the air resistance on the ball. Yung air resistance bang yan, ma-opposite nga yung action nung bat sa ball? Di ba, pagka-swing nung bat, yung ball will probably go to the direction of the swing. And the air resistance will help them or will help the ball. Okay? So, meron pang chances sa physics na air resistance is negligible, ganon-ganon. Okay? So, therefore, kung unsure tayo sa B at pwede siya maging negligible, hindi ko sinasabing negligible siya dito sa context na to ha, possible lang na maging negligible siya. The answer would be letter C, the force of the ball against the bat. Okay? So, that's the opposite reaction. Oh, another tip, walang answer na letter E. Do not answer letter E. Meron yan. Panigurado, magkakaroon yan ng instruction that if unsure or if the answer is not in the choices, shade letter E. No. Ito yung sinabi sa amin ng review center noon. No? Walang sagot na E sa entrance exam. Okay? Pero may mga certain cases kasi, like for example, no, i-scroll ko lang siya. Yung mga ganyan, yan, may E talaga yan, ha? Hindi lahat, hindi ko sasagot yung letter E dyan sa mga ganyang, reading comprehension tsaka language proficiency exam. Merong mga E, okay? Ang context ng walang letter E, kapag ganito yung mga questions, like sa science, no, 4 lang yung mga choices. Pero pag sa language proficiency, check nyo, baka naman no error yung sentence. Okay? So, for 176, this is letter C, the force of the ball against the bat. Next, 177. Gravitational potential energy, or that's GPE. Okay? GPE is energy an object possesses because of its position in the gravitational field. Which of the following has the most? O kapag may mga word na ganyan na most, not, so sinicircle nyo siya para alam nyo yung key term ninyo na hinahanap. Most gravitational potential energy. So, hanapin daw natin yung may pinakamataas na GPE. A truck at the top of the hill, a truck speeding down the hill, a pendulum at the center of trajectory, and a man on his mountain bike speeding down the hill. Oh, alin dyan ang synonymous? Meron tayong parehong speeding down the hill. Okay? O di, anong difference nila? And when we say potential energy, di ba siya yung nandun sa may parang energy at rest siya? That's the antonym of kinetic energy. So we can eliminate now the truck speeding down the hill and the man on his mountain bike speeding down the hill. So meron ka na lang a truck at the top of the hill and a pendulum at the center of trajectory. Okay. So, tignan natin letter C, a pendulum at the center of trajectory. Hindi ba projectile motion? There is a trajectory point. And when we say gravitational potential energy, its position in the gravitational field and energy at rest. And as you can see, the option A here says that there is a truck at the top of the hill. Okay? And we all know that GPE is equivalent to mgh, or that's the mass multiplied the gravitational acceleration due to gravity and its height. And the gravitational potential energy is directly proportional to the height. Okay? Therefore, our answer here would be letter A, a truck at the top of the hill. So that's how you answer this kind of questions. 178. Okay? Atoms of an element differ from those of all elements in A, atomic number and electronic configuration, B, number of neutrons and number of valence electrons, C, atomic number and number of valence electrons, and D, number of neutrons and electronic configuration. So how do you answer this kind of question? So actually, this is an exact question kasi. If we have discussed it in Gen Chem 1 or 2, we all know that the atoms ng mga element, they differ in atomic number and electronic configuration. Bakit? Check yung letter B. May mga times kasi na pareho ang neutrons ng mga elements. So, ang kailangan mo, it differ kung saan sila mag-differ. Okay? So, patapos na yung video, gusto ko kasi pasadaan itong 179. But the answer here is letter A. This is an exact question. 179, in the chemical equation, nitrogen gas plus hydrogen, that will yield to NH3. How many moles of H3 are needed to react with 2.5 mole of N2. So this is stoichiometry. First things first, you have to check if the chemical equation is balanced. So, continuing, no? First, kung stoic problem siya, make sure that the chemical equation is balanced. From the reactant side, meron tayong dalawang N, tapos meron tayong siyam na H. And from the product side, meron tayong dalawang N at 6 na H. Ano kaya yung pwedeng naging problem dyan? So, may mga times kasi that there is a typographical error. Baka kasi ito ay 2. Diba? May mga chances na ganyan. Kasi this is 9, this is 6 na already. So, anong pwede mong gawing remedy dyan? Okay? Pwede mong gawing ito, pwede siya maging 3 NH3 para ito ay maging 3H3. Pero ito may N2 na. Okay? So, kailangan maging 3 siya doon. So, ito ay magiging 3/2 N2. Para maging balance siya. Kasi 3/2 times 2, that's 3. Making it balance with 3N there sa product side. Or, pwede naman, this is option A. For your option B, baka nagkaroon lang ng typographical error na N2 yan plus 2NH3 plus 2H3. Sorry for that. So this is 2H3 yielding to 2NH3 para maging dalawang N, 6 na H. Okay. Ang tanong, how many moles of H3 are needed to react with 2.5 mole of N2? So the given here is that you have 2.5 mole of N2. Then, gagamit tayo ng stoichiometric relation here that ilan ba ang mole ng N2 here sa option B? You have 1 mole of N2 and you have 2 moles of H3. Okay. So, the mole of N2 here will cancel out. So, 2.5 times 2, it's 5 moles of N2. Ay, H3. Ano ba yan? Puro ako N2 of H3. So, you have D here, letter B. But, if 3 ang gagamitin mo, pwede din na 7.5, tama? Kasi 2.5 times 3, that's a 7.5. This is for the original equation niya. Ito yung ginawa natin, this is option B. Pag option A siya, you have 2.5 moles of N2, that is 3 over 3 halves. What is 3 over 3 halves? So that is 6 divided by 2, that's 2 pa rin. So, letter B talaga yung sagot. Ito talaga yung pinakatamang sagot. So, nagkamali lang siguro, typographical error lang siguro ito. Okay? So, letter B is the answer here. So, yun. Pwede mo kasi siyang i-fix sa sarili mo. Hindi ka na kasi pwedeng magtanong or pumunta sa proctor, sabihin na may mali po sa equation. Kasi alam nating mali yung equation. N2 plus 3H3 tapos ang product 2NH3. Hindi balance. Diba? Alam natin yan. Okay? Ang pwede mo kasing gawin is to fix the equation on your own. Hindi na kasi yan pwedeng idala pa sa proctor kasi yung proctor tatanungin pa doon sa quarters, for example, tapos magko-confirm pa sila sa central office, for example lang. Tapos, hihintay mo pa ba yun? Diba? Sayang yung time. At tandaan nyo that entrance exams are time-bounded. So, kailangan ma-maximize mo yung pagsagot mo ng mga questions. So, kung kaya naman siyang i-troubleshoot, you can troubleshoot it.